So last week I mentioned that I restarted my podcast called The Post Show Podcast, where I interview different video editors and content creators. And when I restarted the podcast, one thing I had to consider is how long is it going to take to actually edit these episodes? Because, podcasts are very long. And one of the tools that I came across was called Riverside. Now I use Riverside not only to record my podcast episodes so I can talk to different people all over the world, but a lot of the tools in Riverside I use to really speed up my workflow when editing the podcast. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the tools I use inside Riverside's platform to make editing podcasts very easy and saves me a bunch of time, to be honest. So let's dive in and take a look at Riverside. So as you can see, we're inside the Riverside platform, and I have a few podcasts already recorded. Now, I just recently recorded this one with Andre. So let's say if we click on this, we can have AI just create the entire episode for us with one click. So let's check this out. We can scroll down and go to full episode. You can click generate. And boom, within a matter of seconds, it's already edited for you. So you can click on this, go to edit, and you can see that it already made the cuts. It gave you captions. It gave you pretty much everything you would need in a podcast. And it's pretty amazing. Let's click play and see how this works, sir. Hello and welcome back to the Post Show Podcast. I'm your host, John the Video Guy, and on this episode, I am joined with Andre Young, a current filmmaker, former graduate of Ohio. Now you'll notice that it deleted the gap, so you can see I messed up there. And essentially this grayed out section is where Riverside cut out the mistakes. Now, if you go up to AI Producer, you can change the pace. So if you don't want to remove as many pauses and you want to improve the conversation flow, you have different options. You can go to original. You can go to super fast if you want it to be super fast. But I recommend just changing this, see what you like best. I left it on the default, so that has worked for me. But if you need to adjust the pauses or the different breaks, you can easily just click and drag, these ends to kind of fine tune the cut of what it's cutting out. And what's really nice about Riverside, and one of the things I really enjoy, is that the time code is color based. So you can see when I speak, I'm in green, and when Andre speaks, it's in purple. And you can see the transcript auto generated to the left side, which is really nice. So if you're, I'm not a big text person, but if you want to read the podcast as a script, you can read it on the left. You can search for certain words. So for example, if I want to skip ahead to the point where we talk about his trip to Los Angeles, you can just type in Los Angeles, if I can spell. And right there, I hit return, and we can see we're talking about Los Angeles now. As you visited for the first time, that was your first time being there. You'll also notice that it automatically makes cuts in between the dual grid where you see me and him. It'll go back to him. If we go forward, it'll go back to us when I start talking again. And it automatically makes cuts going back and forth between whoever's speaking on camera, which is really nice. Now you do have captions, so at the right, you can click on the captions button. You can change the different colors. You can change the highlight color. I kind of like the blue, but you don't have to have captions if you don't want to. Captions, for me, I like having them on short form content, maybe not for the whole podcast episode, but it's nice that it gives you caption options directly inside the software. So for the full podcast, I'm probably going to click remove captions. But it saves me a lot of time because basically what I do from here is I just watch it once and just fine tune the edits that Riverside made for me. So I just start at the beginning, see where I want to pick up the podcast, make my fine tune adjustments and export it out. And once you're ready to export, you can just go to export at the top right. You can export out. Based on the video quality, you can choose, 720, 1080, or 4K. I'm going to choose 1080 because, his camera was 720 and mine was, I believe, 1080. You can choose to normalize audio and remove background noise, which is really nice. And then we can go to export video. Now, one of the other cool features inside Riverside is their Magic Clip section. Now, this is really great if you have a long form video such as a podcast and you want to make short form pieces of content for maybe YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, or TikToks. They have a feature where you can automatically create shorts or short form videos based on your long form content. So as we look inside Riverside here, you can scroll down and click generate under Magic Clips. This allows you to generate clips based on the original recording. You can see under set duration, you have different time increments. So for this, maybe 30 to 60 seconds would be good. And then you can focus on the speaker. So if I wanted to focus specifically on Andre, I can click him. And then you have topics to highlight. So in this example, I know he mentions a story about Los Angeles, his first impressions visiting the city for the first time. So I'm going to click in here and type in Los Angeles. And then I'm going to hit return. And you can see it adds it as a tag. And you basically want to add keywords in here depending on the topic that you're trying to create a short of. Once you're done, you can click generate clips. As we can see here, we can click on one. So we can click on edit and we can click play. What was your first impressions visiting the city?
The traffic, not quite as bad as people make it out to be.
As you can see, it just automatically trimmed his first experience into this clip. I can then fine tune it and then export it. Now, if you're interested in Riverside, you can start for free today. Be sure to try it out before you buy. You can try up to 2 hours of multi-track recordings. And then if you're interested, you can upgrade to the standard or pro plan. But that's Riverside. I've been really enjoying it. I wanted to share it with you guys. Let me know your thoughts on it. If you do try it out, leave your comments down below. And if you haven't checked out the post-show podcast, be sure to check it out. I'll leave an episode right up there that you can go check out. But that does it for this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.